Okay, hi everyone. Today we will discuss about the matrix diagnosm. It is 1572 number, and the problem statement is very simple. Given a square matrix mat, return the sum of the matrix diagonals. That means they will give the matrix mat. You have to find the sum of the primary diagonal elements and the secondary diagonal elements. So only include the sum of all the elements on the primary diagonal and all the elements on the secondary diagonal that are not the part of the primary diagonal. That means here these 159 are the elements of the primary diagonal, and 357 elements are also the part of the secondary diagonal. But here the 5 will be the element which is a part of both the primary and secondary diagonal. So you have to include only one time only. So that is the meaning of this statement. So if you consider, the sum will be 1 plus 5 plus 9 plus 3 plus 5, 3 plus 7. So total will be 25. So notice that element mat of 1 comma 1. I mean that element is included. I mean it is counted only once. But in this example, for the primary diagonal and the secondary diagonal, there is no intersect element. So sum of the primary diagonal and the secondary diagonal will be 4 plus 4. So total will be 8. In this third example, it has only one element. No? So sum of the primary diagonal will be 5. Okay, let me solve this problem with the help of some indexes so that you can understand very easily. So so these are the primary diagonal, right? So if you observe these indices for this element and for this element and for this element, the indices will be same. I mean, for this element it will become 0 0. For this element it will become 1 and 1. For this element the indices are 2 and 2. So that means for the primary goal the condition will be I equal to j. If I equal to j, then you have to do something operation, right? Now let's find for the secondary diagonal. If you can observe, the indices of secondary diagonal will be 0 2, and for this 1 and 1, and 2 and 0. So right here n will be 3 cross 3 matrix na? So n will be 3. This is the I, and this is, if you consider, this will be I and this will be j. So the relation between the I and j for the n will be I plus j equal to n, right? Plus 1. So if you observe I plus j, I mean 0 plus 2, 3, 2, 2 plus 1, that will become 2, and 1 plus 1 will be 2. So 2 plus 1 equal to 3, and here 2 plus 0, it will become 2. 2 plus 1 equal to 3. So the condition for the secondary is, if I plus j plus 1 equal to n, then you have to do summation. So this is the logic for this problem. Okay, let me write code for matrix diagnosm in the LeetCode. Can you able to hear, can you able to see? Okay, right. Now I will find number of rows equal to mat dot size, and number of columns equals mat of 0 dot size, and for int I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, for int j equal to 0, j less than m, j plus plus if I equal to 0. This is a condition for the primary diagonal. And if I plus j plus 1 equal to n, then you have to sum of you have to summation of the elements in a, right, summation of I plus j. So before that you have to initialize some variables into sum equal to 0. So you have to return then answer, return sum, because it is integer type. I will run. So it is accepted. Now I will submit my code to the LeetCode. So it is accepted now.